Oof. Hype, 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 hype. Okay, let's see if the audio is working, and then I guess we can go. Second. Yep. Okay, audio is working. All right, so we have 4 boxes. I'm gonna open them all. I'm gonna put them in inner sleeves, and I'm gonna put them in my binder, and we'll see what we have. All enchanted will obviously be put in a top loader, and after that I will immediately start making decks, I guess, if I can make them already. I think the Green Steel Mill one doesn't require any legendaries, but it does require 4 of the Mother Gothel super rare. So I hope we get 4 of those, but that's relatively unlikely getting the full 4. But maybe, yeah, like if it's 3, I can use 1 proxy, right? And the Blurple one I want requires 2 Mufasa, so I need to be a little bit lucky for that. But that's like the only legendary I need. So yeah. Oh no, actually wait, no. Merlin is also, yeah. Never mind. Merlin is a legendary, so I need 4 Merlin. So that's gonna be a no. I'm not gonna get 4 Merlin legendaries from these boxes, but we'll see. So I'll put these on the side and let's just open the first. So the packaging is a little bit different than it was before, but still good enough. Again, if you open this yourself, be careful with the knife. But all right, ready. So the box itself looks like this. You have the You're Welcome art, the Donald Duck legendary art, and one of the Penelopes. I don't know which one. And then yeah, you have the Shimmering Skies, obviously, with the Scar and the Rush Elsa, the Evasive Elsa. And then you have the icons of the colors. That's it basically. All right. Oh, the boosters are definitely different from last time, but it works. If it works, it works, right? Oh, Jesus. Uh, okay. You need to bend those as well. Okay. Cool. There we go. All right. So this is the first box, first pack of the first box. What will we get? All right. So for Gateway, we have like the puzzle box thing is Gateway. So I guess it's like a tutorial thing, right? But we'll see. All right, so when I open boxes, I order them by color so I can easily sort them. Obviously, with previous set, it was also an alphabetical order, but in this case, it's not. So we have King Candy for blue. Then we have a Simba. We have an Ulf, Earth Giant, and a Lilo. Then Steel. We have a common steel, and then normally I do foils separately and the rares and plus separately. So I get a Ludwig, Finders Keepers, Tatjava, and then for the rares we get Don't Let the Frostbite Bite and a Daisy Duck. So normally I keep like rare, super rare, legendary, and then foils here, so we get a foil happy. All right, so we got a Daisy Duck. That's one of the cards you definitely want 4 of if you want to play an Ember deck. So that's the nice first card. All right, so we get a Donald Duck, Daisy, Rat, and Kronk. Then our first Hideaway. Hideaway is going to be pretty interesting. King of Hearts, Arthur. Then we have our third rare is Sir Ector. Then a second rare is Anna. That's really nice. I wanted that definitely. And another same gateway card and a foil rare Rafiki. So that's always nice. I'll put the foil rare plus in a separate pile as well, because the foil commons aren't worth anything, but the foil rares you can, especially in the first few days or first few weeks of the set, you can definitely get some value from the foil rares, because everyone it likes to collect foils, wants them, right? So third pack, we get the Queen, Mickey Mouse, Fauna, the 3-drop Archimedes, Penelope, and the Shield of Arendelle. Then our uncommons are the Merlin's Cottage, the Queen King of Hearts, the Ruby Chronicon, and then we have a rare Remember You Are, the rare Revive, and another foil rare, and this time it's the Sheriff. So that's pretty cool. Another foil rare. No legendary yet, but I mean, it's not that uncommon, right? But only one super rare in 3 packs. That's like if you open these packs alone, like later after you've like won a sealed, you'd be pretty disappointed, right? And let's see, which we got another Maleficent for the gateway. If there's only Maleficents, that's kind of disappointing, but we'll see. So we got a Gazelle, a King Candy, Hypnotic Deduction. This is one I definitely want to play for the. I definitely want to play in the mill deck. Let me put these here. So, because the view gets a little bit blocked actually. So what if I put it here like this? That's better. Yeah, that's better. Okay, and then the puzzle pieces will be here. Then we have Gale, Happy, Amber Cormacon, for the as the first uncommon. Then we have Arthur, and You're Welcome. That's one I've wanted as well. Then we have again 2 rares and a foil super rare Snow White. So that's nice. Foil super rare is nice. And finally the first non Maleficent gateway card. Just an ad, unfortunately, no puzzle pieces this time. Um, that's a little bit unfortunate. We have another Elsa here. Let's just put that one here. That's a little bit unfortunate that they don't have puzzle pieces again. That was fun, right? So for the next pack with Chaka, Break Free, Clarabella, Retrosphere, Healing Decanter, Simba, and for uncommons we have Maid Marian, Bashful, and Ed, and then for rares we have the Queen, and we finally have our first legendary and uncommon. So the legendary is light on her hooves, and you see with the legendary that you can't. Yeah, you can see it a little bit on camera, but yeah, they are like the character itself is like all as if it was printed on the card again. Like it has it's a pop up, right? Like a 3D card basically, and it feels pretty interesting. It looks pretty interesting. I like it. I like the idea. So let's put the legendary in the inner sleeves already. Clarabella is an interesting one. I don't think I will ever play it in a deck, but maybe if something comes up either this set or later, right? But it's a nice card to have. Legendaries are always nice to have, right? So our first legendary is the Clarabella. All right, next pack. So our gateway card is Stitch. So we have another different gateway card. And then we have a Prince John, Donald Duck, Fauna, the one drop Cogsworth, is pretty interesting. Vanellope, one of the Vanellopes, a Duck for cover. And then our uncommons are King Candy, Maleficent, and the T'Chava. And then for rares we have Iago and Vanellope. And then for the foil we have a foil Hypnotic Deduction. Next booster, we have another Elsa. Then we have a Healing Decanter, a Basil, Snowvanna, Ulf, the Knock, and the Hey Hey. I love the art of this Hey Hey. It's so fun. Then for uncommons we have Maid Marian, Food Fight, and the Robin Hood. And for rares we have the Sword Unleashed, and another super rare, the Grumpy. And for foil we have the Robin Hood foil. Alright, next one. We have a lot of rares, but that's normal. So our gateway card is another Stitch. And then we have, as ever before, Potion of Might, Night Howler Rage. We have another in the Knock. We have Fix It Felix. we have Mickey Mouse. And then for our uncommons, we have another King Candy, Magical 8, and a Ruby. And for our rare, we have the Sugar Rush Speedway rare, and we have a super rare Maleficent, and our foil is the Pacha. Interesting card, that Pacha. The Maleficent super rare, I think, is really bad, but maybe in like a few sets we will have more Maleficent support, but I don't think enough for it to actually matter. So, and they need to be really good, right? So we have for the next pack we have Prince John, we have Snowana, Hypnotic Seduction, the Gathering Knowledge and Wisdom. That's very interesting one. I'm interested in seeing if it's playable and if it's really good. I think it could definitely do some work in the aggro decks. Then we have Dopey and the Gazelle. And for our uncommons, we have Alphand out, Bruni, and another Java. And for our rares, we have the Isma, and we have our second legendary, and it's the legendary I wanted the most. We have, and for the foil, we have Allendale, and for the legendary, we have Merlin. And this one looks even better with that pop-up, right? It's a little bit hard to see on camera, but if I hold it like this, you can see that the Merlin is like on top of the card, right? And I really like this new printing, and I love this new Merlin. I hope I get 4 today. That's insanely unlikely, but that would be very cool. But first is a good step, right? Because you know, I want to have 4 for the Blurple deck. I want to have 4 of everything, but definitely 4 of the Merlin. All right, nice. Next pack, we got a Mickey Mouse, we got the Queen, we got Fauna, Archimedes, Penelope, and Mickey. For our commons, for our uncommons, we get a Rapunzel's Tower, a Food Fight, and a You're Welcome. And then for our rares, we got a Radigan. That's a nice shift. Interesting. We got an Elsa. That's a really good card. And ooh, nice, a foil legendary. Let's go. And it's a genie as well. So that's a really interesting card. You can see the foil is slightly different as well on the legendaries because of the pop-up, like the 3D character. All right, nice foil legendary. Let's put that one. I'll put this one uh, in the top loader for now because I'm not gonna play with it. I'm just gonna sell it to a friend of mine and probably. So I hope it's worth something. But yeah, foil legendary lore is cool, and it's also a cool one. It's a nice card. I don't think it can see play in right now because there's not really a way to exert it when you play it, but maybe later. And then you could make a lock deck, for example, with green with Mother Gothel. Maybe that's interesting, but we'll see. Did I understand you well that the character on the legendary are printed in? Yes. So, well, the card itself is in matte ink. Matte ink, I don't know actually. One second. I mean, the card itself is normal. Yeah, the card itself is just normal, but you can see a little bit that the Merlin is basically as if it was printed on the card itself again with also with this part, and it's a little bit like you know those kid things where people you know like it's a 3D print thing on it. It looks much better on in person than it does on camera, but it looks a little bit. You can kind of see it right here how it looks, but yeah, I really love it. It's really sick. Yeah. All right. So next we got Minnie Mouse, Mental Heroes, Evil Come Prepared, Night Howler Rage, White Rabbit, and Rudy. Then for our uncommons we get a Nala, a Seven Dwarfs Mine, and a Tropical Forest, Rainforest. Then for our rares we get a Plate Armor, the Queen, and a foil Earth Giant. Okay. Next pack. So the idea so I'm always buying 4k for 1k, so 4 boxes. The idea is that the chance that you have one enchanted is relatively high, and so that's always nice, and that you get 4 of every common and uncommon. You get like 8 of every common, sometimes 10, 8 to 10 of every common. 5 to 6 of every uncommon, sometimes a little bit more, and then you get almost always 4 of every rare, and then 2 to 4 of every super rare. That kind of depends on what you get. That's just luck. And then for legendaries, you get 1 of every legendary, and some legendaries you get 2 of. Um, that's in general, but sometimes you get like 3 of one legendary and 0 of the other, right? So that's always with legendaries. It's much more random than with super rares, obviously, but that's around the things you can expect, and that's why I'm buying 4 boxes. And then for the singles, I buy every a lot legendary I don't have, and sometimes um, the super rares I don't have, right? So for our uncommons, we in this pack we get Fixit Felix, Arthur, and Clarabella. For the rares, we get We Know the Way and Sheriff of Nottingham, so the non-foil version, and now we have the Minnie Mouse as the foil. All right. Oh, and a different gateway card as well. Nice. So we have a Mickey Mouse gateway card. For our commons though, we get Merlin, Evil Come Prepared, Bonsai, Gale, Minnie Mouse, and When Will My Life Begin? And for our uncommons, we get Pacha, Archimedes, and Minnie Mouse. For our rares, we get Louisa, Madrigal, Robin Hood, and a foil Flora. So in one booster box, you can expect at least 4 legendaries, sometimes more. Sometimes you get 3. That's about the average. Foil legendary is not included, but yeah, if you have a foil legendary, you probably have 5 or maybe 4 if you were unlucky with your normal legendaries, but you got a foil legendary, so you can't complain, right? Um, and then yeah, you you hope that you get 1 enchanted in one case, right? So for next pack, our uncommons, we get 2 Chronomicons, the Sapphire one and the Amethyst one. Uh, Tafita? I don't know what that. I've seen the movie, but I don't remember this character. Then we have a rare Tug of War, and we have our first Madagothel. That's the one we are looking for as a 4 off. So I hope we get 4 of these, because then I can just make the mill deck immediately without having to use proxies. That would be pretty cool. Otherwise, yeah. But we have to hope that we get 4 Mother Goth as super rare, which is possible. It's not super unlikely. Let's say that. So for next pack, we got a few more commons. Won't name them all the time, but for our uncommons, we get a Pacha, Maleficent, and a Redigant's Party. And for our rares, we got a Mirror, very interesting card. I think it's going to be very annoying to play against if it's good enough to play, and it might require you to actually play anti-item cards, right? And for our other rare, we get a Pride Lance, and for our foil, we get a Snow White. Oh shit! I forgot. Sorry, I forgot to turn on the. I forgot to turn on the follower notification in view, but I got the sound. Thank you, Scoregate, for subscribing with your Prime. Thank you very much. Um, we're opening our first box at the moment, so it's going well. And Race, thank you for the follow. Now it shows, yeah, now it's showing. So still first, yeah. Yes, very much, very much. But yeah, thank you very much for the Prime. All right, next pack. So we have another gateway card, and for the commons, we have 1 of each color as always. And then for the uncommons, we have Try Everything, the Stitch. People thought when they released this card that it would be the first multicolored card in the game. That's obviously not happening for the moment, but I hope it will happen one time, because that would be pretty cool and an interesting way to like develop the game, right? By having a card that can only be played in one particular color combination. And the final uncommon is Clarabelle, and then for the rares we got an Olaf and a Belle. We got a Mickey Mouse foil. Multicolor would make deck building really interesting. Yes. So the idea is, I think that if you make a multicolored card, you can make it very powerful, and then well, like more powerful than normal cards in general. Not obviously not way too powerful that everyone plays that color combination, but the idea is that you can make more powerful cards so that you make it that you have to play that combination. You can't play it with any other combination. So let's say it's like a red steel deck a card. That's normally a bad color because it doesn't have card draw. But if you give it a good ability, then people might might want to play that combination anyways, and then you can like help them with the card draw they don't have. Like so we'll see. Obviously you can't give it card draw itself because then it solves the only weakness the deck has, and then it's just broken. But if you give maybe like if you give a combo that works with those cards in those colors, that maybe something like that that could work. All right, next, yeah, next pack we got for our uncommons. We got invited to the ball. We got our first Pete. Let's go. It's gonna be a great card, a great, very annoying card in the set. We got a Mother Gothel, that's also nice. And for the rares, we got a Moana. We got our third legendary, another genie. You can actually like, yeah, actually, you can feel that the legendary card stock is a little bit different. You're right. Actually, yeah, it's a little bit different. And we got a foil rare Pride Land. So we got our third legendary. It's another genie. Obviously, the other genie is foil, and won't, don't want to keep it in my collection. I would rather sell it and then buy a normal genie. Uh, have more like money available, but that's really cool. Um, yeah. Just making yeah, I'm so to return to the like multi-color cards, you could like yeah, you could make a aggro card for yellow purple or for green purple or something. You could make a heavy control card for red steel or stuff like that. That fits the color combination and gives you a advantage of playing those two colors that limits the weakness of having to only play those two colors, right? Right, for next pack, our uncommons are Swen, Steel Chronomicon, and Emerald Chronomicon. And for our rares, we have our first Magica, a Prince John, and a Foil Pete. Nice. So the Magica is an interesting card. I think it could be playable um, if discard decks become big things, or if like whole new world decks become big things. Obviously, against mill, it's a little bit worse because they don't really care how many cards you have in hand. But like against Ember Steel or Blue Steel, if they wheel you, they normally do it because as an additional benefit for them that they have less cards in hand than you, so they give less card advantage. But if you don't, discard your hand, then it just becomes uh, yeah, it just becomes very interesting. It's inkable, you can always run too. Yeah, I think I will play it in Blurple if Ember Steel becomes a thing. Um, it's just very interesting. All right, so for our uncommons for this pack, it's Merlin's card back, completely useless card. The library, this card is probably going to be insane, but we'll see. I think I rate it very highly. Then we have Arthur, and we get a Chica. So this is also a really good rare. I think if you play a deck with Fishbone Quill, you definitely want to play 4 Chicas. That just makes Fishbone Quill so much better. And then we have a Pete, the bad Pete. Oh, that's rare. Whoops. It shouldn't be a rare, but it's a rare. And then we have a Tafita, Mutton Funch as a foil. And our gateway card is a stage. One of seems a little bit clunky. Yeah, you're probably not playing one of tech cards. But you could if you play a deck with Merlin. Chicha. Ah, okay, that makes more sense. I always called it Chica because who cares? But yeah, Chicha makes sense. That makes way more sense. All right, Chicha. Yeah, that makes way more sense. All right. I mean, it's my favorite Disney movie. Nice. I mean, Chica sounds fun, right? Yeah. I mean, we're not wrong. She is a Chica, but no. Yeah, that's Just remove Chica during the freeze. Sure. Yeah, I don't think I'll play the card in the pre-releases, but yeah. Alright, for uncommons, we in the next card we get a cottage. I think that's gonna be a very interesting card later sets if we get more lantern-based cards. If you know the magic term. And for rares, we get a Scrooge, a Penelope from Sweets, and a Tropical Rainforest. The foils are a little bit different. As on this card, I can see like the character foil is a little bit different. Actually, yeah, a little bit, but I think the card quality is much higher than it was in previous sets for now, at least. We'll obviously see how it goes. Teach on 2, Mickey on 3 value very much, yeah. That's interesting, but I think I would only play it if you have Fishbone Quill in your deck. So I'm not playing it in Blurble, for example, um, because I think you want to have more value, more like multiple times, and unless you're bouncing Mickey, which Blurple does obviously, but not every turn, then it's quickly falls out of favor. And if you play Fishbone Quill, you can just do it every turn and get the card back. So it's basically like free every single turn. So that's why I think it's better in Fishbone decks than it isn't, and I would only play it in Fishbone decks and not in normal ramp decks. Although almost every ramp deck plays Fishbone Quill. Tipo is the better option on turn 2. Yeah, yeah, I am playing Tipo then. Yeah, that's exactly right. All right, for next pack, our uncommons are all found out. Horrible cards, library, and a scar. And then for our rares, we get a Scar and a Wreck-It Ralph and a foil King of Hearts and another Stitch Gateway card. All right, final 3 packs of the first box. Nice. Let's see. Then grab on 3 and kill Daisy with Tipo. Exactly. Just play Blurple. Just play Blurple. All right. But yeah, I'm probably playing 2 crabs, maybe 3. So the chance of that happening every game is not that high. But yes, that is indeed my favorite one turn 1-2-3 play probably. All right, for our next pack, our uncommons are Swen, Sleepy, Shenzi, and for our rare, so we have a Scroop and our 4th legendary or 5th legendary even if you count the foil one of this box, a Jafar and a foil rare as well. So this was a good pack, and we got a Gateway Elsa as well. So the Jafar I think is insanely good in limited and insanely bad in constructed because it just dies to brawl, and that matters. I think dying to Medusa is fine with the effect it has, but dying as on brawl, no, that's really bad. That's such a like 6 cost, and then it dies to brawl for 3. Ooh, that sucks. That sucks. Scoregate, I'm just going to go aggro again, probably. Yep, yeah, that was my expectation as well. But I think aggro gets a lot better this set. Maybe even playable in a steel-heavy meta, but that's going to be an interesting one. Race, do the gateway cards in the pack have anything on the back? Yes, they do, actually. Let me show you. So we have the art, obviously, and then on this set, it's just an ad with looking to learn how to play Disney DCG or introduce the game to a friend. Check out the Disney Lorcana TCG Gateway box available now. I have no idea what's in it, so I'm just gonna Google that now, uh, and then maybe I can show you on the screen. I can screen share that. So Disney Lorcana Gateway. Maybe it's okay. I'll just look at this for a second and then just tell you guys. So it's a starter deck with oh, it's like that. Yeah. Mm, mm. It's a starter deck with 30 cards, and then you have like packs of cards, right? Where you can the one that wins can take the pack and then improve their deck or something. Um, I would never play this. This sounds awful. Yeah, like it's very basic. Super, super. I would just play starter decks, honestly. That's better. 60 cards as well. so you can kind of feel how it works and more synergy within the deck. Yeah, I would just play. I think the new Ember, I think it's Ruby Amethyst as well. The new starter deck is probably much better to play with than Gateway. But it's like, yeah. All right. Scoregate, it was still playable. You just needed to think about what you were doing. You couldn't just mindlessly quest anymore. No, definitely not. That was what I noticed in set one when I, playing as people that played card games before, and this being their first card game. The people that didn't play card games before just quest all the time and just didn't ignore. Um, yeah, just ignored your opponent, and then I'm like, okay, but I have like 6 characters on board. You have 2. I'm killing yours, and then I'm just questing with that. And every time they play a character, it just dies immediately, and then you get such a huge advantage after the first few turns. After that happens. So, but people learned. People are learning. But yeah, every time you get new players, people get that. You have to figure out that not all, you don't want to quest every single time. All right, for our next pack, our uncommons are Alen Adil, the Seal Chronomicon, and Little John. And then for our rares, we have Snow White at Maximus. So it's 2 super rares, very nice. And we have a foil Don Duck. Okay, final pack. Final pack. With set 3, you could just quest like 80% of the time. Only a few players that I met that make. Yeah, yeah, okay, with set 3, it was more like the green steel deck, for example, was a lot of cursed Murfolk and stuff. So your opponent had to think about attacking them. That's not always the case anymore now, obviously. And set 4 brought about way more control cards, I guess. Um, nice one. Nice one. All right, final pack. So we got the commons for every color, and then we are for our uncommons we got Finite Felix, we got our first Simba. That's a really interesting shift. Finally a shift Simba, and finally a card that's interesting. As a like Rise of the Titans on a stick. That's pretty cool. I think that might see play. Then we got a Robin Hood, and for our rare we have got a Denai, we got a Grumpy, and our foil is Maleficent. So that was our first box. Let me clean up so we have room for the packs on the next box. All these packs, all these packs. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, okay. So for our first box, we got 5 legendaries, but one of them was foil. So four normal legendaries, which is the average, I would say. But yeah, with the foil, it's pretty nice. If you look at the worth uh, of the of the foil of the normal legendary right now, obviously every card is very expensive because the market hasn't really gone through it yet. Not everyone put their cards on like mm, put their cards very high at the beginning. Like now the genie, for example, €6 ish, and that's obviously way too high for an unplayable card. And let's see if it's foil. That's like 12, but that will probably go down to 8 in a few days, maybe even. But yeah, I played Ember. Yeah, I think Ember Purple this set is actually a good deck. Like a deck that could contest tier 1 decks, especially non-steel tier 1 decks. If many of the decks are, if many of the tier 1 decks are non-steel, but we'll see, because I think Ember Steel is also going to be a very good deck, and that deck completely wrecks Ember Purple. So we have to see if it can survive a rough meta like that. All right, next box, second box. I think we can do this box, then take a little break to do the ads, and then do the other 2 as well. Because I ran 30 like 5-minute ad or something, a 3-minute ad when I started the stream, so we had a lot of time. All right, first pack of the box. Woohoo. Let's see what we get. Okay, so we got our commons. So our first uncommon is a Tipo, very nice. King of Hearts, and a Ruby Chronomicon. Then we got a Sherwood Forest. Oh, whoops. We know the way, and a foil rare. And then okay, let's be careful with these. Let's be careful with these. Ooh, okay, Scar. And the Wreck-It Ralph, yeah. Alright, so let's put the, which one did we get? We get these two, right? Yeah. Not that the order matters too much, but okay. So we got a foil rare, that's nice. Otherwise, let me check if I accidentally put a foil rare here. Don't think so. No, okay. Alright, let's see what we get in our second pack. But that was nice. Get a foil rare is not bad, and it's a pretty interesting one. Obviously, this one is going to be worth less because there's the promo version in the villainous pack thing game box. I don't know, and that's going to be worth more than this one, obviously. So this one's going to be worth a little bit less. All right, next pack, our uncommons are Invited to the Ball. Pretty good card for Mufasa. The Stitch, Emerald Economicon, and we got a Pete, another Grumpy as our super rare, and a foil Daisy Duck. Our gateway card for this one is the Sir Elsa, and that's a huge difference, Ursula and Elsa. Now we got a Elsa, and then a Maleficent for the previous one. Okay, next pack, Stitch gateway card. Whoop. Then we got a Healing Decanter, the Queen, Mickey Mouse, Fauna, Archimedes, and Shield. For our uncommons, we got Ludwig, Bruni, Glimmer versus Glimmer. And our rares are Belle and Vanellope, and our foil is When Will My Life Begin. So the first 3 packs are kind of mid, but legendaries will come soon. Alright. Next pack. So our uncommons are the Amber Chronomicon, the Steel Chronomicon, and the Robin Hood. Then for our rare, we have Queen's Sensor Core, and our super rare is the Snow White. Gonna be an interesting. I definitely see people trying to make decks with it, but I don't think it's good enough, unfortunately. But maybe in the future we'll finally get a dwarf deck that can just go dwarf tribal with the Snow White. Because seven dwarves mine is pretty interesting though. That one could be good. All right, so our uncommons are the dwarf mine, the Sven, and the rainforest. And we got another Anna, very nice. We got a rare Badanon, and we got a foil rare Robin Hood. And our gateway card is the Elsa. So only 4 gateway cards. It's a little bit interesting. I expected a little bit more from that, or just the puzzle pieces from the previous sets were nicer, right? So that's a little bit unfortunate, but it's not that it matters that much. Just like the interesting bonus is kind of gone. So for the next one, we have Hideaway, another Library, and the Glimmer. And for our rare, we have Remember Who You Are, Battle's Magnifying Glass, and a foil rare, Wreck-It Ralph. So the Replicate World, I don't think we'll see play, but it's an interesting card. In Limited, I definitely do think if 7 drops on Inkable are playable, then that card is definitely playable. Spoilers. Alright, luckily there are only uncommons. Or are only commons. Alright. So our first uncommon is a completely unplayable card. I really hate like 5 ink, and you have to exert it and have to pay 1 ink to return a item card from your discard to your hand. Jesus, so bad. get Finders Keepers, and our last uncommon is a Turbo. And then for the red, we got a Robin Hood, who is with me, and a Ambercronomicon as the foil. So the Robin Hood is a foil rare, so that should go there. Alright, no legendary so far. Kind of a bad box so far, but we'll see. Alright, next box. Sorry, next pack. Not that fast. So we got Pacha for the uncommon monster and the Minnie Mouse. Then we got Gaston and Doc as our rares, and then we got a foil King Candy and a gateway card, Stitch. Let's order these a little bit so we have a little bit more room. As I said, we're gonna have about 8 to 10 of every common, about 6 to 4 of every uncommon, about 4 of each of every rare, and then for super rare you have to kind of hope that you get 4 of each. Sometimes you can get very close, sometimes you have too many of the same super rare. Alright, next uncommons we have Arthur and the Mother Gothel, and Nala, and for rares we have Rafiki and the Revive, and a foil Mother Gothel. The Revive is going to be pretty interesting. I think right now I don't really see a world where the deck where you can play it, but it could be interesting for like the Jim Hawkins deck, because that one really wants Jim Hawkins, and if you have a location in it, then you basically play Revive to play the Jim Hawkins and the locations. That's pretty good. Yeah, might be playable in that deck, but otherwise don't think it's gonna be played for now. All right. Next uncommons are All Fund Out, Archimedes and the Scar, and our rare is Sugar Rush Speedway, and another Pete as our super rare, and a foil Gale. So this Pete is pretty bad. The Pete, the Pete the Pete is really good. The uncommon Pete. Let's see if I can grab it. If I got it before, I got it before, but not that many yet. Yeah, this one. I think this is gonna be really good card, but the other Petes are so unplayable. It's insane. All right. Next pack. So we have Try Everything. We have Bashful and an Ad, and for our rares, we have 2 super rares, a Maximus and a Maleficent, and a foil Wolf. In before, there's going to be a 3 enchanted case. That would be insanely rare, and I would be super happy. Yeah, that would be fucking cool. I hope to just get one, but additional enchantments are always welcome, obviously. I really want the Mufasa, but guess if I end up playing only one Mufasa, I might keep it and play with it. But we'll see. So otherwise, I'll just sell it if it's worth too much, right? But yeah, we'll see. So for our uncommons, we have a Nala, an Arthur, and a Shenzi. And for our rares, and we finally have a legendary, we get a Scoop, and our legendary is the Donald Duck and the Merlin foil. So Donald Duck, with this one you can really feel the like 3D printed character. It's really cool. I like it. You can really feel it. You have one meatball also 3D printed on it. Yeah, I like it. I like it. The card itself is horrible, but the art the art is nice. I think maybe later you can get one, but yeah, maybe later it can be playable, but I don't think right now. I can't wait to get my hands on one. I keep hearing about it, but you need to feel it. You need to see it in person as well. Um, but it feels pretty nice. I like it. It's an additional extra to legendaries. Um, yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool new thing. Also works against counterfeit, right? It's also an extra counterfeit thing, so that's pretty cool. Pretty cool extra. All right, for next pack, uncommons again. That crab bag, Merlin's crab bag. We have Maleficent and Turbo. Then for rares we have Magica and the Mirror and the foil Tanana. I'm just gonna call it magic crab bag. It's so bad. It's so bad. I was about to type the counterfeit thing. Yeah, I know. We have the same thoughts about it. It's insane, and it has an additional nice extra. Alright, next pack. Try everything. Steel Chronomicon, horrible card as well. You're welcome, that's nice. We want to have those. We got a plate armor and the Minnie Mouse. That's an interesting one. I don't think there's good enough shift targets for now. You have the 1-3, obviously. That's a good. The 1-3 red card, that's a good shift target, but that's about it. Like the other vanilla is not playable anymore. Like if this was set 1 or set 2, then it would be. Um, but I mean, if the mini is too good, then you can. But obviously, this mini puts it on top, and the Merlin puts it in your hand. That's such an insane difference. That yeah, the mini is kind of like if mini was printed earlier, then everyone would think, oh my god, so good. But with the being printed in like in Merlin, in the set with Merlin, when it also has the shift requirement, it's just weird. Like they could make it like um, that this one doesn't have to shift and has to get a character and put it on your hand, or like if you or you could say if you use shift, search a character card and put it in your hand. So that's a little bit. So it's worse than Merlin because Merlin can get any card, but it's better because it's because it's inkable, right? That would have been, and it costs less to shift, but that would have been much better. But then I think it would be a legendary, and then I'm not sure if they want two tutors in the same set as legendaries. So it kind of makes sense that they went this way. All right, for the next pack, we got a rare Pride Land, so that's nice, and we got another Mother Gothel, so that's 2 of 4. That's very nice. That's a good sign. We want 4 of this Mother Gothel so we can play the mill deck without proxies today already if you wanted to. So that's cool. Uh, we haven't seen Mufasa yet, so we need a Mufasa as well. All right, next pack, we got a King Candy, a Finders Keepers, and a Tafita. Maybe just call it Mud and Fudge. I have no idea how to pronounce that card. And for our rares, we got a Shensi and an Elsa's Palace. Elsa's Ice Palace. And the Mickey is the most rare gateway card, I think. I only got 4 of them. The other ones I have way more. I think I think this one is the most common one, then the Elsa, then the Stitch, and the Mickey is actually pretty rare for me at least. Maybe it will uh, average again over uh, all the boxes after our fourth and last box, but we'll see. All right, next uncommons, another Tipo, Archimedes, and the Tataya. And for our rares, we got a Queen and a Madrigal, and then we got a foil super rare Minnie Mouse. Nice. All right, try to finish this box before the ads start in 3 minutes. You can do it. Note to self: collect all the Mickey gateway cards. maybe they're worth something because they're so rare. You never know, right? All right. Next pack. Ellendale, another Pete, and another Gottel. Very nice. And then we got we got 2 Wreck-It Ralphs. Wreck-It Ralph, the yellow one and the red one. And then we got a foil uncommon Simba, and we got a Mickey. Hey. Alright, next. We got a Minnie Mouse, Visions, Mickey Mouse, Clarabelle, System Dopey. And then for uncommons, we got the Sapphire Comic-Con, Magical 8, and the Arthur. And then we got another Chicha. This time I'm thinking it correctly. Chicha, Don't Let the Frostbite Bite, and a Kronk. Alright, 4 packs? No. How much? 5 packs left. 5 packs left. Alright, 2 minutes, 5 packs. That should be enough. 5 packs. And also wait for the last pack if it's currently 5 packs left, only 1 legendary is really bad. So this box is kind of disappointing. Alright. So we have a uncommon invited, we have a sleepy, we have an emerald, Chronomicon, then a Sheriff. Alright, there's legendary, now that we're crying about it, and a Potion of Might, and another Mickey. So this is the Camilo. This one has basically all of its top card, like 3D printed on top in the middle. That's different than the others. But cool, cool. Don't think it's gonna be played very much, but it might be an interesting card later. If there like if there's like a deck that plays like the Madrigal and you want the 5-drop Madrigal, maybe something like that, that could be a pretty good one. Need a God pack to save it. Yeah, we need a God pack. Two legendaries is also not very great. Alright, next we got a Cottage, Chronomicon, and Scar. We got an Amari, Blast for the Past, and a Fixed Felix. 3 cards left. I will use one Snooze to make sure that the ads don't interrupt the final packs. 3 packs left. Alright, we got our comments. Then we got a Tower, Food Fight, and a Little John as uncommons. Then we got an Isma. Okay, another legendary, that's better. So we got Arthur legendary, and then we got a Gaston, rare foil. Okay, now we have 3, that's already okay. We got one of each legendary. No, not yet, definitely not yet. We need the red one, another red one, the Mufasa, and the other green one, and both yellow ones as well. Yeah, we definitely don't have everyone yet. Not even close, actually. I don't even know which legendaries the yellow ones are right, again. Alright, so we got Merlin, but Rut, Jesus. Alright, and our uncommons are Maid Marion, the Simba, the Shenzi. Then we have a rare Euro Transit. We have our first Cusco, and we have a foil super rare. So Cusco is also a pretty interesting card. That would be very interesting. They're very cool. Very cool cards in Blurple maybe. Especially the one if you can get it from Merlin, but we'll see. We'll see how good it is versus just playing the Cogsworth and ignoring locations. But if locations become too good, then you just want to play multiple Cuscos, right? And especially if Steel Sun kind of disappoints, then Cusco is pretty nice, right? Because then the resist on always resist all that becomes a little bit worse. All right, our last pack of the box, we have Ludwig von Drake, Bruni, and a Red Against Palace, and then we have a rare Coda and a rare Swords of the Release, and then we have a Scar foil. So this box was kind of disappointing, only 3 legendaries, but our last box was 5, so the average is still 4. Yeah, 4 plus 1 foil legendary, so we're still on a good average. We already have 2 Mother Gothels, that was our second main goal. So that was a stinky box. Thanks for getting it out of stock. Yes, no worries. All right, so I will be taking a small break, 2 minutes to clean up and start, and then we'll start opening the second box, and also to give some time to the ads so that our next 2 boxes, or at least our next box, definitely won't be interrupted by the ads. So see you guys in about 3 minutes. Ads, Kappa, indeed. Yeah, just subscribe, man. Not having ads is the best. Just not having ads. Okay. Okay. So the ads are done. Can you showcase the genie foil? Yeah. All right. So put it out of the ads are over already. So I'll showcase the genie foil now. So it is kind of the same as, let's put it out of the, uh, let's put it out of the inner sleeve as well. Okay. So the texture is basically the same, I would say. We can compare it with the normal genie. Um, but yeah, so it's like a foil version of the cap, the same thing, but the foiling on the like 3D printed thing is a little bit, or the pop-off thing is a little bit different, I think, than normal foil, but the difference is not insanely big. So it's basically just a foil version of the legendary. It's not that the difference is insane, like the difference between a normal foil or normal legendary and a foil legendary is that big. It's just the foil version of the pop-up, and the foiling is a little bit different than the normal foils, but it's not really that noticeable. All right, store app said it was trippy. Um, eh. If you hold it like this, for me, so that would, yeah, like on a, I don't know, this is 180, so like 90 degrees or something. Maybe something like that. If you hold it like 90 degrees, then it looks a little bit weird, but that's not a normal way to hold your cards, so you probably won't notice it in game. uh, it's meh. The most trippy thing is that the card itself is the card art itself is much better. Like it's way better. So if you have a deck with a lot of legendaries and some not, then it's gonna be weird in your hand to like weird in your hand to see the legendaries versus the non-legendaries. That's gonna be the biggest difference. All right, first pack of the third box. Okay. After this one, I'm gonna clean up the pals. All right. So our uncommons are the Pacha, Archimedes, and Minnie Mouse, and our first rares are a Sugar Rush Speedway and a super rare the Queen and a foil rare Luisa. Okay. So for this box, we're hoping to get at least one more Mother Gothel, but rather we want the full four, right? So getting two now makes it so that we don't need it in our last box. That's a goal, and obviously four legendaries, one of which really has to be Mufasa. I really want at least one Mufasa. That's the goal. That was the goal of today. So not getting one would be unfortunate. And obviously we want a enchanted, right? So our first uncommons for the second pack are Maid Marian, Food Fight, and Robin Hood. There is Mother Gothel and another legendary, the Queen, and a foil super rare, the Queen. Sorry, a foil legendary Jafar, not the Queen. All right, so another Jafar. So now we got two Jafars. If only they would just have been Mufasas, right? If we got two Mufasas instead of these Jafars, that would have been so much better. Jafar's unplayable. I think. I think Jafar is unplayable, but it might turn out to be different. But It depends on how much brawls there are in the format. If no one plays red, then Jafar is really good. If if a lot of people play red, then Jafar is not good. Right. Third pack, we get a Hideaway, King of Hearts, and Arthur. For a rare, we get a Moana and a Redigan and a foil Rancis. Okay. But we are probably getting at least 2 more legendary, so we only need one of them to be Mufasa at least, maybe 2, but probably one is fine. Okay, our uncommons are All Found Out, Bruni, and Mutton Fudge, and our rares are Doc and Wrecked Ralph, and our foil is a Swen. So the Doc is actually quite interesting. Like discarding your hand, draw 2 cards. I think that's pretty good and limited, especially because you run out of cards quite quickly, and in limited you can just play it, discard your hand, 0 cards, and then just you know getting 2 more cards for free. So I think that's going to be pretty interesting. All right, next pack we got Invited to the Ball, Pete, and the Mother Gothel, the shift target. Then for our red we got Plate Armor, a Banzai, and a Foil Maleficent. And another Stitch as our gateway card. Let's put this so out of order. All right, let's get another pack going. 1 second. Okay, yeah, all right. Let's get another pack going. We'll see what we can get. Ooh. The packs are a little bit weaker, in my opinion. Like the quality of the packs itself are quite weak. I normally don't tear the plastic off them. That's interesting. All right. So let's see what we get here. For the uncommons, we get a Marion, Bashful, and an Ed. And for rare, we get Tug of War and another Daisy. That's nice. That's, I think, only our second Daisy so far. Yeah. It was our first super rare, so only 2 Daisies. And if you were playing an aggro deck, I definitely think you want to play the full 4 Daisy. Okay, next pack. 2, what? Okay, that's interesting. So in this pack we got 2 Amethyst commons, but no Amber common. That is not normal. Okay, interesting. Interesting pack. So we get a King Candy, a Maleficent, and a Mutton Fudge as our uncommons, and we get a Scar and our first Amber Legendary Mirrorball, and a White Rabbit as a foil. So that's cool. We got another Legendary. So the finish on this one is quite, I don't know, quite boring. It's just a character. And oh wait, no, the butterfly. Are there butterflies? Yeah, the butterfly here, the 2 butterflies here. Let's get them close to the camera. The butterflies here, these 2 are also also popped up a little bit, but otherwise. Oh, and the butterflies on top as well, but it's a little bit more boring than the others. I think the Merlin so far is definitely the best, but the Donald Duck comes close. The meatball being popped up as well is pretty cool. All right, next. Okay, we got a uncommon Merlin's Cottage, a Monstro, and a Party. And for our rares, we got a Great Illuminary and an Olaf, and our foil Sneezy. Yeah, I'm going Amber anyways, not sure on the second type yet. Kida will probably still be pretty key. Yeah, I think Kida might be pretty interesting, but I don't know. I think I think Kita might not be necessary at all, but it is a very interesting, like, no, don't touch my things, right? But it might not be necessary. Like, you might just try to finish. Um, like, might try to finish before that ever becomes relevant. But we'll see. We'll see. Would be sweet if you don't need her. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I definitely think yellow purple will be the best arrow deck because you can play Daisy Duck and the purple Pinocchio, right, and stuff. So we'll see, we'll see. All right, next packs uncommons are Fixed Felix, Arthur, and Clarabelle. And for our rares, it's Remember You Are and Revive, and a foil Mickey Mouse. Another Revive. Don't think it's gonna be a good card, but I like the effect. I hope more cards like that will be coming. But the bad thing about Revive is that it's mana neutral, and normally for uh, cards that do those things, like reanimate cards, are mana positive. So there's like an advantage of making your deck like a mill deck, and then milling yourself, and then reviving a big card. And currently, Revive only revives a card that has the same cost. So it has like it's not great, but it can still be pretty good, right? We'll see, we'll see. Right, for our next uncommons we get Allendale, the Steel Chronomicon, and the Delta John, and for rares we get a Kristoff and a Denai. We get a King Candy as our foil. All right, so next pack, what do we get here? So we get a Pacha, Maleficent, and the Party. And for our rares, we get the Swords Unleashed and our third Daisy Duck. So that's nice. And a Foil Visions. Alright, only one more Daisy Duck and we get 4 of hers. That's always good to have. Okay, then we have our next pack. We got Tower, Food Fight, You're Welcome, and then for our rares, we got Penelope on Sweets and a Prince John. So I think the Prince John, I like the Prince John a lot for the item deck. I'm not completely sure how to build it because now there's a lot of new cards you want to play and a lot of new items. And maybe the Prince John, and you just, it's just 60 cards becomes six. It becomes a problem in later sets. Like, what do you really want? What can you do to fit? What do you need to cut? It's all gotta be very interesting things to think about. All right, so for the next pack, we got a Sapphire Chronomicon, an Amethyst Chronomicon, and a Mutton Fudge. And then for a rare, we got a Sir Ector and a Maximus, and we got another full legendary. This time it is an Arthur. Nice, nice, nice full legendaries. Okay, so again with this one, yeah, the pop-ups is the same. The texture is a little bit different, maybe. That could be the thing that's different about the foil one. And then yeah, the rest is basically the same as normal foils. Pretty cool. Although the text here is not foiled. I mean, that's not the case in any foil, never mind. It's only the art. Okay, cool. Alright, let's put that one else as well in a top loader because we are going to sell this one. I'm probably never gonna play Arthur anyways, let alone play with the foil one, so that's gonna be in the sell pile. But it's nice to have it's sweet to have 2 foil legendaries. But we haven't seen an enchanted yet, and I'd rather see an enchanted, obviously. Alright, let's see what we get. Last set I didn't get enchanted in the case, so it definitely can happen. It's unlikely to not get an enchanted, but it happens. Alright, for this one I got a Loot Week, Finest Keepers, and a Mud and Fudge, and for rares we got a Brightlands and another legendary back to back. Clarabelle. Where's the Mufasa? Come on, man. I want the Mufasa. I don't want 2 Clarabelles. I don't want 2 Jafars. I want 1 Mufasa or 2 Mufasas, but it's still good. It's still good. Still a nice legendary. Still Clarabelle, but yeah, obviously much rather play get legendaries you want to play, but it's nice. It's nice. Okay, let's see our next pack. Let's see if we can get 3 legendaries in a row. That would be very unlikely, but it would be cool. All right, Sven, Steel Chronomicon, Emerald Chronomicon, Isma, and no legendary, but we know the way. Okay, yeah, you can't get them all. Okay. Next pack. Boop, 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 Alright. Uncommons. Ember, Chronomicon, Arthur, You're Welcome, Magic at the Spell, and then Chicha. Good rares. But they're still rares, right? Okay. Next pack. Mickey Gateway. Lovely. Alright. I don't feel like I'm getting more now than I got from the previous packs, but they're still the most rare, I think, of my cards. All right, this pack we got Merlin's Crab Bag, the Library, and Arthur, and we got a Sheriff of Nottingham and a Snow White and a foil rare Queen's Censor Coat. All right. Whoa. See, here's another Mickey. They're becoming less rare by the second. All right. Next pack. For uncommon, we get Try Everything, we get a Stitch, and a Clarabella. Ooh, the first card rare being a Prince Philip increases the chance of the next one being legendary, but we'll see. Prince Philip? Ah, no, we get a Kronk. And a foil Vanellope from Sweets. That's the first Kronk I've seen, I think. That's interesting. Only getting one of the super rare so far. Alright, next pack, we get a King Candy, a Magical 8, and a Chronomicon. And for the rare, we get Pete, Don't Let the Frostbite Bite, and we get a foil Sapphire Chronomicon. That's 1, 2, 5 packs left. Still only 3 legendaries. So we can expect one. Let's hope it's Mufasa. Okay. So we get a All Found Out, a Library, and a Scar. We get a half Hexwell Crown and the first Madam Mim Elephant, also really good super rare. Yeah, super rare, and a Shenzi. 4 packs left. We get a White Rabbit, Healing Touch, King Candy, Simba, Wolf, Ruddy, and Sven as an uncommon Sleepy and Shenzi. Then we got Prince John's Mirror and our second legendary and our fourth legendary and our second Merlin. So that's always nice to see. Great. Yeah. Now we have our basically fifth legendary, right? Because we already had a foil one as well and a Merlin. So this is a good pack, good box. We'll see what the last the last 3 packs will be, but I'm already happy. I love the Merlin and I want 4 of them, so having 2 already is pretty nice. All right, let's see what we get from the last 3 packs. We get a Cogsworth. For our uncommons, we get a Cottage, King of Hearts, and a Ruby Chronomicon. We get a Rafiki, a Royal Tantrum, and a Scurosphere. So it was a relatively bad pack, just 2 bad rares. But yeah, that happens. You can't have good packs without the bad packs, right? Alright, next one. Retrosphere, Penelope, Donald Duck, Daisy, Flora, Mickey Mouse, and our uncommons are Fixed Felix, Simba, and Robin Hood. And then our rares are Iago, Scrooge McDuck, and a foil rare Sir Ector. And then the last pack of the third box, still no enchanted. We get the Knock, Fixed Felix, Merlin, Evil Comes Prepared, Banzai, Duck for Cover, Anala, Seven Dwarf Mine, Tropical Rainforest, a Shanty, another Elephant, that's always nice, and an Ed. Alright, so that was the third box. So we only have one box left to get an Enchanted and a Mufasa Legendary. And do we still need two Mother Gothels? No, we only need one Mother Gothel. Okay, one Mother Gothel, and we need at least one Mufasa. Kind of want two, but that's probably not gonna happen anymore. And we need a Enchanted, so that's gonna be a very, this has to be a very good box, last box, to fulfill our wishes. But we'll see, we'll see. Okay, one last box. Let's clean up a little bit. We've got two foil rare so far. Sorry, two foil legendary so far. We've got more foil rares than that. That would be weird if you three boxes only two foil rares. Holy shit, that would be the worst box ever. Okay, probably unless you get like multiple enchantments or something. But okay, last box. Last box. A lot to hope for. Last box of Shimmering Skies. We have two Merlins, that's nice. We wanted as many as possible. Um, we have three Mother Gothels already, so we only need one. We have two elephants, so that's good. I wanted at least two elephants. We'll see what we can get more. Alright, first pack of the last box. Let's get that one closer. Hideaway, King of Hearts, Arthur, Iago, and the Queen, and a foil legendary Anna as our first card of the box. And this one looks amazing, actually. This one looks very, very cool. This one looks the best out of all of them, of all the legendaries I've seen so far. The whole Anna, the whole dress, the whole chair is popped up. It's amazing. I like it. Oh, and there's one spot popped up as well, like one spot here. Okay, that's. I don't think that's supposed to be that way. But that's, yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, foil legendary Anna. Another one that's going into the cell pal. So three foil legendaries. That's probably gonna remain at the three, but we'll see. Okay, but the Anna is definitely the best so far. Not even close. Yeah, the Anna is definitely the best legendary so far. Maybe we get a normal one as well, so we can check out that difference, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay. So next pack, second pack of the box. The first pack was great, so now we get a loot week. We get Finders Keepers. We get a Tajava, get a Pride Lands, and there we go. There's our Mufasa. All right, two packs back-to-back legendaries. The final box is paying off, and it gets us our Mufasa, the one I really wanted. That's at least a one of. Great card. A lot of pop-up cards. The water splash on the art itself is amazing. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So our first normal legendary, second legendary of the box, and we're only two packs in. Alright, this is already turning out to be a very great box. Um, but we'll see what the rest gives us. Okay, so we got a College, King of Hearts, a Ruby Chronomicon. Then we get a Rafiki and another legendary. Three legendaries in a row. What the hell? Holy shit. Three legendaries in a row. A third Jafar. That's kind of disappointing. You don't really need three Jafars, but very nice. Third legendary in a row. The top packs, like the top three packs, all legendaries. One foil legendary and two normal legendaries. Insane. Insane. Alright. Fourth pack. Let's see if it can continue. That would be insane. Alright, we got a Miriam, a Bashful, and an Ed. Then we got a Scrooge McDuck, a Moana, and Archimedes. This is, yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh. Alright, score game. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching, and thank you for the Prime again. See you later. Uh, we'll see. Maybe we get more good packs. So we get an Economicon, an Arthur, a You're Welcome, a Magic at a Spell, a Maleficent, and a foil Mickey Mouse. Okay, so this row is relatively disappointing. I'll keep stream open. Okay, well enjoy your shower, man. Thanks for the view. Alright, get a Basil and a Shield, and then for our uncommons we get a Maid Marian, Food Fight, and Robin Hood, and we get a Royal Tantrum, a Dock, and a Foil Maleficent. Okay, those three were kind of bad, but our first three packs were so good that we can't really complain. Can't really complain at all. All right, next pack. King Candy, Maleficent, T'Challa, and for our rares we got a Redigan and a Tug of War, and our foil is a Don't Look. Okay, come on. We really, really, really want that enchanted. We need one. All right. So we got a King Candy, a Magical 8, and another Ruby Chronomicon. We get a Chica and a Pete. Chicha, Jesus. It's so hard. I called it Chica for like the whole time and then suddenly learned that there's an additional H in the name. Whoops. Alright, next pack. I think the ninth. Alright, so we get all fund out. Bruni, Jaffa, and for the rares we got a Regadrop, and we got our fourth Mother Gothel. Let's go! We got our fourth Mother Gothel, so we can make the mill deck without proxies already today. So we're definitely gonna do that first in the evening stream. But yeah, that's good. All right, let's go. So we got. Now we just need the. Well, we got our Mufasa, so now we just need the Enchanted, and then we hit all our goals. So we got a Rapunzel Tower for this one, a Food Fight. You're welcome. Another legend. Two legendaries! Ah, this box is insane. This box is insane. Holy shit! Both Robin Hood and Prince Naveen, two legendaries we didn't already have. What an insane. This Robin Hood's pop-up one is a little bit worse than the others, but oh, insane, insane. Two legendaries. We're already at four legendaries and a foil one, and we're like less than halfway through. That's great. That is so good. Two legendaries in one single pack. Oh, you love it. You just know, yeah, you knew it actually. You should know it after you've seen the first card being a legendary, because the second card cannot be a rarity lower than the first. But that's good. Also, two legendaries we didn't already have. Fucking nice. Whew, this box is good. This box is good, and we aren't even halfway through, or we're about there actually. But yeah. Already going very well. All right, for this pack we got a Nala, Seventh Dwarf Mine, a Rainforest, and for our rares we got a Dodlet Frostbite and Shenzi, and we got a Foil Pete as our rare. Okay. Next pack. Whew. That's a legendary box. This is a legendary box. All right. Just need to enchant it. Because if we don't get an enchant, I'm still disappointed. Because not getting enchanted in the whole case is quite rare. All right. Got a Fixed Felix, an Arthur, Kralabella, a Kronk, and a Maximus, and a foil Revenant. Okay. Again, two super rares in the pack is also not bad. When you need them. Like later on, it's you only want to get the legendaries, but the first time you open the packs, you just want the super rares as well. All right, this pack we get Pacha, Maleficent, and Redigan Party, and our rares are Remember Who We Are, Revive, and we get a foil Kristoff rare. So 3 rares in a pack, that's never bad, obviously. Okay, we're getting dangerously close to not having an enchanted, but we'll see where we get. Alright, Night Howler, knock, boop, boop, boop. For our uncommons, we get a Pacha, Archimedes, and a Minnie Mouse, and for our rares, we get a Coda and a Prince John, and a foil Earth Giant. Alright, so we get a Clarabella. Alright, our commons are Chronomicon, 2 Chronomicons, a Mud and Fudge, and then for our rare, we got an Olaf and a Grumpy as our super rare. How many packs do we have left? We have 9 packs left. Alright, let's put that box over here. And so we have 9 packs left. We need an enchanted. 9. This is the 9th. Number 9. Alright. We get, for uncommon, Try Everything, Stitch, and Clarabella. For a rare, we get a Kristoff, and a Denahi, and a foil rare. Right. Number 8. We get all found out, Library, and Scar. For a rare, we get Sir Ector, the half Hexwell Crown, and a Robin Hood. Number 7. We get a Daisy Duck, Obscure Sphere, Anna, Penelope, Basil, and a Mickey Mouse. For our uncommons, we get a Fixed Felix, Simba, and a Robin Hood. Then we get a super rare Metamin, and a super rare Beat, and a foil Tuke. Number 6. After this, there are 5 packs left. We get Invited to the Ball. We get a Pete. We get a Mother Gothel. We get a Sugar Rush, a Plate Armor, and an Arthur. That was a pretty bad pack. Alright. Number 5. 4 packs left. Still no enchanted. It's gonna be a close one. Get Banzai, Gale, Minnie Mouse, Visions, Mickey Mouse, Shield. We get a Merlin's Cottage, a Monstro, and a Redigan's Party. We get a Banzai for a rare, Prince Philip for a super rare, and a Dopey as our foil. 4 packs, the number 4. Just 3 packs after this. Get a Donald Duck, Flora, Strength, Kanai, another Donald Duck, and a Dopey. For our uncommons, we get an Adil, a Steel, Chronomicon, and a Lil Jon. And for our rare, we get a Great Luminary. We do get another Legendary, a normal Anna, and a Banzai. That's great. Basically 6 Legendaries in 1 pack. That's gonna make the chance of the Enchanted much lower, but it is a good box still. But there are 3 packs left. So number 3, 2 packs after this one. Get a Mud and Fudge, a Banzai, Gathering Knowledge and Wisdom, Lilo, and Visions of the Future, and a Dopey. For our uncommons, we get a Sven, Steel Economicon, and an Emerald Economicon. Then we get a Sword Unleashed, a Blast for the Past, and a Foil Sleepy. 2 packs left. Alright. 2 packs left. After this, there's only 1 more pack. We get a Robin Hood, Maleficent, Tuke, Metal Heroes, Mud and Fudge, and Simba. Then we got Merlin's Carpet Bag, aka Merlin's Crab Bag. Then we get the Library, an Arthur. We get a Isma, We Know the Way, and a foil Donald Duck. So 1 pack left. This one has to get an enchanted, or he did not get an enchanted again in a case, and that would be very, very unfortunate. But, you know, still a pretty good box nonetheless. So we're gonna go very slowly here. So we're getting a Simba, and a Robin Hood, and a Maleficent, and a Pete, and a Merlin. Then we get a Rudy, a Sven, and a Sleepy, and a Shenzi. And then for our first rare, we get a Sheriff of Nottingham. Then we get a Prince John's Mirror, and no enchantments, unfortunately, but we do get a foil super rare. Alright, those are all the packs of my case. No enchanted, unfortunately. That's kind of why you buy a case, but yeah, it happens. It happens. Still pretty good haul, I would say. Enough legendaries to like 3 foil legendaries plus like 5. So basically a average of 4 legendaries per box. That's still pretty okay. But yeah, no foil legendary, unfortunately. But sorry, no. Well, we got 3 foil. No enchantment, unfortunately. But that's how it works. That's how it works. Um, yeah, I'll take a small break, and then we're gonna order. I'm gonna like order all the cards. Obviously, that the real cool thing to watch is already over. But if you want to stick around and talk about the next meta, you can certainly do so. We get. Oh yeah, I wanted to see how much the gateway cards, like how rare, how different the rarity. So the like the Elsa and the Maleficent is basically the same. Mickey's really came back after basically only getting 3 of them in the first box. Really came back, and they're basically the same. And then Stitch. Stitch is actually the least rare we've got. That's kind of surprising. I really thought it would be the Maleficent, but yeah, the Mickey is the rarest one in our box, but it really came back. Like after the first box only getting 3, you would think, oh, maybe this one is more rare than the others, but yeah, I mean, it is definitely the least common one for us. But I would say if you open like 30 cases, then it will average out most likely. All right, so yeah, these were all the cards. I will start ordering them in a moment and see how many cards we're still missing. Obviously, we're missing a few legendaries because we have a lot of 2-offs as legendaries. Um, but we're relatively close. Actually, we might have all of them. Huh. Let's see. We get a Naveen. We got the Mirabelles. That's the Amber ones. Then for the Amethyst, we got the Camilo and the Genie. Okay. Then for red, oh, for green, we got the Anna and and 2 Clarabelles. And that's for green. For red, we got the Donald Duck and the Robin Hood. And then yeah, for blue, we got the 2 Merlins and the Mufasa. And for steel, we got the 3 Jafars and the Arthur. So yeah, we got all legendaries, at least one of all legendaries, and for the Jafar we got 3. Obviously, we would much rather to see like 3 Mufasas or 3 Merlins, but that's okay. Uh, kind of happy with it overall. All right, yeah, I'll be back in a bit to order the cards as well and talk a little bit about what cards could be interesting in the meta. See you guys soon. Okay. So new. How big are they compared to the originals? The same. So yeah, the new gateway cards. I'm just calling them gateway cards. Uh, I I don't know. I like the puzzle pieces more, but they're they're okay, right? They're fine. Um, like puzzle pieces are obviously just like a nice small luxury thing, but it's still unfortunate that they didn't just get the puzzle pieces out, but that they just didn't keep the puzzle pieces like that. But obviously they want to make ads for the new program, and that's normal in card games, right? Wizards of the Coast does the same. All right, we are now going to order the cards and make playsets and like I'll um, put them in a binder, put them in inner sleeves so that you can always take them out and use them for your decks. That's the best way in my opinion. Um, Obviously, they now changed their character so that their character number so that there aren't in alphabetical order anymore, which is so fucking stupid. I don't know why. Sure, they don't want it to only be like English, but why does that matter so much that you don't want to put it in order anymore? It's it's weird. It's super weird. But yeah, we'll have to go by through them by number, which is also okay, right? But like the alphabetical, I really liked the alphabetical order because that makes sense. And now the order is just completely random. It's not even in order of costs or something, which is like reasonable. It just seems to be random, which is just weird. It's just very, very weird. All right, I'll keep the foils here with the foil legendaries kind of in view. That's nice to see. Those are like the best pools, I guess. No enchanted, obviously, else I would have put that one here, but that 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 happens. Not always. You don't always get an enchanted in your case. It's very likely, but not 100%. So yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunate. So we'll first start with our Ember cards. So for the legendaries, that is the Prince Naveen and the Mirable. And then the other legendaries will be in the other colors. So how I order cards and how I would recommend you to order your cards by number, obviously, and by set and color, and how I uh, order my cards with coloring is that I put them on piles first of like every number 10, so 0 or well, 1 to 10. 1 to 9 goes here, then 10 to 19 goes here, and then 20 to 29 goes in a separate pile. So that's a little bit better to shift through and get your playset, and uh, the rest doesn't need to be in order, right? Especially commons and uncommons. Those are not things people really want to trade, so you can just keep them keep them in your boxes or something and store them if you want, or you can give them away later. All right, so first, let's actually order the super rares and the rares in our colors, like we did the commons and uncommons. So that is like this, with steel all the way to the right. So like this, and then you just order them like this. Very easy. Then we can more easily see how much of each super rare we got. I think we only got 3 daisies, for example. Um, But we did get 4 Mother Gothels, which was very nice. That's what I wanted. So yeah, I'll need to buy one more Daisy at least if I want to ever play aggro deck, which well, I definitely will. And only one Elsa is also pretty bad. I definitely wanted 4 Elsas, and yeah, only having one is kind of disappointing. So yeah, for the Amber, you can see we got 3 daisies, one Minnie Mouse, and two Blasts from the Past. Then for the Amethyst, we got three elephants. We got three Maleficents, and we got only one Elsa. This is like the new card you want for Blurple, so definitely have to buy three of those. It's a very good card for purple decks in general, right? But especially for Blurple. So for green, we got our four Mother Gothels. That's what we wanted. We got two Scroops and two Prince Philips. For red, we got the full four Maximus. We got two Pete's and one Who's With Me. For Sapphire, we've got three Queens, three Prince John, and one Cusco. And for Steel, we've got four Grumpies, three Snow Whites, and two Kronks. Interesting. So no full four offs in those colors, but well, except for yeah, well, actually, yeah, we got a Grumpy. So the four offs, yeah, are the Gothel, the Maximus, and the Grumpy. That's nice. Let's put those on the color pals. Hmm. Actually, yeah, I've thought I'm gonna actually end the stream here, and I'm gonna continue streaming in the evening, like with the meal deck, and just order them myself now because I have to leave in like 30 minutes anyways. I completely forgot. Just got a notification for that. So uh, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Yeah, pack opening was pretty cool. No enchantment unfortunately, but a lot of legendaries, three foil legendaries as well. So not too bad of a result. Um, yeah, that was nice. Yeah, see you guys later in the evening. So in a few hours. I hope to have everything ordered by then, and then I can play, like put together the mill deck and maybe try to put together most of the Blurple deck as well, so we can maybe test it out a little bit. All right. Yeah. See you guys in a few hours.